What's up, Eagles Nation? Did you know that after the most painful loss of the season, 3 Eagles players locked themselves in a room, and what happened in that conversation could completely change the trajectory of our campaign? Stick around until the end of this video, because I'm going to reveal exactly what went down in that private meeting and why this could be the turning point we need. But first, let me tell you a story. Last Sunday was one of those days we want to quickly forget, but at the same time, we can't ignore. The Eagles suffered their first loss of the season, and it wasn't just any loss. It was one of those gut-wrenching defeats that tears at the soul of every fan who bleeds green. 21-17 to the Denver Broncos, in a game that seemed totally under control until everything fell apart in the fourth quarter. Picture this: Lincoln Financial Field goes silent, fans still processing what just happened. 18 points. The Broncos scored 18 points in the final quarter alone. That's not just a comeback, it's a complete collapse. And when you're undefeated on the season, when you're pointed to as one of the championship favorites, when everyone's watching your every move, a loss like that hurts way more. But here's where the story gets interesting. While the media was busy dissecting every play, every mistake, every questionable decision, something was happening behind the scenes. 3 of our most important players, 3 absolutely fundamental pieces of this team, decided they needed to talk. And it wasn't just a quick locker room conversation. No, this was something planned, something necessary. Think about it. When you've got a roster packed with stars, with ego, with strong personality, keeping everyone on the same page isn't easy. Team chemistry doesn't build itself, especially after taking a hard hit like that. And these 3 guys know that better than anyone. I'm talking about Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and Saquon Barkley. That's right, our MVP quarterback, our #1 receiver, and the running back who's considered one of the best in the league. According to sources close to the team, reported by Jimmy Kempski of the Philly Voice, these 3 met on Monday for a long, and believe it or not, extremely positive conversation about the defeat. Now, let me explain why this is huge. We're not talking about a mandatory team meeting. This isn't the coach calling players in for a scolding. This was their initiative. 3 team leaders recognizing they needed to align themselves, needed to process together what happened, and most importantly, chart the path forward. Let's look at the numbers from the Denver game, because they tell an important story. Jalen Hurts completed 23 of 38 passes for 280 yards and 2 touchdowns. Solid numbers, but they don't tell the complete story. A.J. Brown had only 5 receptions for 43 yards, well below what we expect from him. And Saquon Barkley, 6 carries for just 30 yards. 30 yards. For a guy of Barkley's caliber, that's practically nothing. Now connect the dots with me. These 3 players are the heart and soul of the Eagles' offense. When they're not in sync, when the running game doesn't work, when the connection between QB and receiver isn't sharp, the entire offense suffered. And that's exactly what we saw in the fourth quarter against Denver. But there's another layer to this story that you need to understand. These 3 guys aren't just teammates. They were absolutely instrumental in the Super Bowl victory last February when we beat the Chiefs. Remember that epic game? Jalen Hurts was named MVP. A.J. Brown had a touchdown and 43 yards on 3 crucial receptions. Saquon Barkley, even without having his best night, was there, contributing when needed. They know what it takes to reach the top. They've been there, and that's exactly why this post-defeat meeting is so significant. Champions don't let one loss destroy the season. Champions use bad moments as fuel. And now comes the immediate challenge. Thursday's game against the New York Giants. Quick turnaround, limited prep time. And on top of that, Saquon Barkley is dealing with a knee injury. Could the situation be better? For sure. But it's in these moments that true leadership shows up. The fact that Hurts, Brown, and Barkley took the initiative to meet shows maturity, shows commitment, shows that they won't let one loss define the season. They're taking responsibility. And most importantly, they're making sure everyone is mentally aligned for what's ahead. For the Giants game and the rest of the season, 3 things need to happen. The running game needs to regain its edge and effectiveness. The passing game needs to maintain the sync that brought us here. And the defense can't allow another fourth quarter collapse. Everything is interconnected and directly involves Hurts, Brown, and Barkley. The Eagles' fortune And this isn't luck, it's merit of management and scouting is having exactly these three players occupying three of the most important positions on the field: quarterback, running back, and number one receiver. If any of these pieces isn't working, the entire offense suffers. If all three are in sync, we're practically unstoppable. So, Eagles Nation, that long positive conversation wasn't just three guys venting. It was leadership in action. It was champions behaving like champions. It was the kind of attitude that separates good teams from truly great teams. And if anyone still had any doubts about this roster's character, about these players' mindset, this move should end any questioning. Thursday against the Giants will be the first test to see the fruits of that conversation. I personally am more confident than ever. When your best players take responsibility into their own hand, when they lead by example, when they turn adversity into motivation, great things happen. Fly, Eagle, fly. If you also believe in this team, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below what you think about this attitude from our 3-star. See you in the next video.